Hi there, in this tutorial we will learn the use of transform. Transform is an essential thing and you must have to know the use of transform in Adobe Photoshop. So let's take a look the use of transform in Adobe Photoshop. So at first we have to open our exercise file and therefore we have to click on file menu and from there we will go for open option. Inside the exercise file you will get this transform, warp and distort folder. So you just have to open this folder and inside the transform, warp and distort folder you will get this Hearthstone unsplash image. So you have to select the Hearthstone unsplash image and then you have to click open. So this is our image and we will apply the transform in this image. But let me show you one thing. If you want to apply transform right now in this image, then you will not be able to apply transform on this image. So let me show you. To apply transform, you just have to click edit menu and from there you will go for transform option. But you can take a look, transform option is right now disabled, so we have to enable it. And how will we do that? You can enable the transform option by unlocking the layer from this layer panel. So you can take a look, here is our background layer and it's locked right now. So you can unlock this layer in two ways, as we discussed before, that if you rename the layer then our layer will be unlocked, or you can directly click on this lock icon. So let me click on this lock icon and now let's go for edit menu and here is the transform option. So this is how you will enable transform option for a locked background image. Right now we will learn about the scale. As we seen it before, the use of scale, but as this is a chapter of transform, so therefore I want to show you once again. And to scale this image you just have to click on this edit menu and here is the transform option, and inside the transform option you will get this scale option. And you can take a look, we got some anchor points in here, and if you want to make this image smaller you can do that by scaling. If you want to make this image wider then you can make wider with this anchor point and with your mouse. So this is how you will use scale on Adobe Photoshop. So let's get back to our previous position of this image. And if you want to use keyboard shortcut then you can use Control or Command T from your keyboard as for scale keyboard shortcut. So let me click on this tick mark. Right now we will learn about flip horizontal and flip vertical. You can take a look, this yellow microbus have a right direction and his front part with the right direction. But if you want to change the direction of this microbus for left, then we have to use flip vertical option. So we want to move his front part with the left direction, so let's do that. We just have to click edit menu, from there we will go for transform option and then we have to click flip horizontal option. So let me click on here and you can take a look, we got our microbus with left direction. So this is how you will use the flip horizontal option in transform. So let's undo the image and let's get back to our previous position. To undo you just have to click edit menu and here is the undo option, undo flip horizontal, or you can use Control or Command Z button from your keyboard. Okay, right now we will use the flip vertical option. If you want to change this image vertically then you have to use flip vertical option. So let's click on edit menu, transform option, and here is the flip vertical option. So let me click on here and you can take a look, the image is changed vertically. So this is how you will use the vertical option. So let's undo the image. Okay, right now we will discuss about the rotation. If you want to change the rotation for this image, then you have to use the transform. Suppose you want to change the front part direction for down or for bottom, then you have to use transform option. So therefore we have to use 90-degree clockwise rotation. So let me show you. So here is the edit menu, here is the transform option, and here is the rotate 90-degree clockwise option. So let me click here, and you can take a look. We got our front part of this micro bus in a bottom direction. So this is how the clockwise 90-degree rotation is working on Adobe Photoshop. So let's undo the previous settings. Let's get back to previous settings. Okay, and if you want to change the front part direction of this microbus, and if you want to change it for top direction, then you have to use counterclockwise transform. So let's do that. So here is the edit menu, here is the transform option, and here is the rotate 90-degree counterclockwise option. So you have to click on here, and you can take a look. We got our front part of this micro bus with top direction. So let me undo the image. Okay, this is how it will change clockwise and counterclockwise rotation in Adobe Photoshop.